be here with all of you guys. Thanks for this opportunity. As Brian said, I am the co-founder of Storynow. My background, I've been a filmmaker, a television director, and you know, am on this adventure of the tech world, which has been really rewarding. And as I would imagine you guys know as well, this journey is not for the faint of heart. So our mission, though, is audacious, and it's to democratize meaningful video storytelling. And I've had the gift of getting to direct and produce stories on 5 continents. And in that process, I've really seen how stories are assets for businesses, for nonprofits, and that stories hold power. And video, I believe, is really the attention currency of our day. And yet, so what I observed is so many nonprofits, so many companies are missing out on the power of video because of the cost, the time, and the expertise needed. So we're really out to disrupt the production industry and just invite people to become their own directors, their own producers, in a way that radically reduces the time, the cost, and the stress of creating those videos. So I'm delighted to share with you just what we're doing. I'll pause for a second and just share a little glimpse of why I'm so passionate about the approach that we're taking. As I said, I've had the privilege of getting to chase down and share incredible stories around the world. And a couple of years ago was a real aha moment for me as I was just wrestling with how do I help more companies, how do I help more nonprofits get these stories out. And I was filming in Greece. I was filming Syrian refugees, and we couldn't take our film cameras into the camp. And I realized, oh my gosh, I can film on my phone at a higher resolution than these professional cameras we brought. And so just this realization that we're living in this phenomenal time in history, this moment where each of us with our smartphones have the power of a production house right in our phones. And yet so few people really have the expertise, the guidance to maximize that, to translate that into meaningful stories. And so that's sent me on this journey to connect with a really phenomenal tech partner. And we've been designing out apps and portals, a whole content creation system to help people capture meaningful short video stories that actually can advance their mission, can raise their revenue, and do it in their phone. So I'm gonna actually transition from my deck to just give you a glimpse of the first app that we are hoping to launch in at the end of this month. I will tell you, we're on version 23 of it as of this morning. So it has been an adventure, but we're getting close. So this will just give you a sense of how we're approaching it. Oh, okay, let's see. Do you guys see the app? So in it, what we're doing is we are helping companies, nonprofits think about what are the stories they need to tell again and again to, as I said, to really move their goals forward, to be strategic in their storytelling. So this first app is actually for Charlotte businesses and nonprofits or ones in their region. And we've thought, what are the stories that businesses need to tell, okay, well, here we go. Welcome to my, version 23, where we're still, but it has different templates. Like this is the story that shares of a business or employee's passion for what they're doing. And so we create these sample stories, and then we give the user everything they need, as if I was just, right, stuck in their phone, a director in their phone. So giving all the interview questions, the story's already arced out for them. So this is you can just, I'm gonna give you a glimpse of my kitchen. So you would just ask the question and record it. It would give you an opportunity to play it back, see if you wanted to do it or not. I'm going to just put it there, and then it would upload that to the cloud. But it would be, oh sorry, it would be in this process of building out this story strategically, and we've got all of the shots lined up for you. And once again, just democratizing meaningful video storytelling. So right now we're handling the edit. We're actually building out technology in the next version where it'll basically pre-populate the story, and the editor or the individuals, the users, just simply need to make minor choices. And we've got all of these great 1 to 2 minute videos that really equip the employee to be able to capture strategic videos. So it exponentially, expands the marketing team, the communication team, and really builds the storytelling force within a company or nonprofit. So that's a glimpse of how our approach is to just giving people a director in their phones. As I said, we're about to launch our first public app, and it's for Charlotte. So it's so fun to do this in our backyard. But we've been in talks with one of the largest health insurance companies in the nation. They're interested in this, in our storytelling app and portal that creates this content creation system where they could do customer stories, where they could do employee spotlight stories, they can do sales videos, they can do, just thinking through what are the videos that they need to get again and again, and really, especially with COVID, equip people versus bringing in these big production houses. I will say, not only am I passionate about seeing people get the stories they need to really advance their business, but also using story as this healing agent, this self-repair agent. And so that's another part of my journey has been, as I mentioned, just even with the painting, I spent about 2 years interviewing survivors of sex trafficking in the US and Southeast Asia, and began to just be so curious about just the shifts that I would see in their body and brain when I would interview them. Often I would start an interview with a woman that, would be hunched over and thin voiced and stone faced. And then when she would tell these amazing stories of survival, I invariably couldn't help but mess up the shot, get close to her and say, do you know how brave you've been? Do you know how strong you are? And then I would see the shift in her body, and her posture would straighten, her voice would strengthen, her face would soften. And I just saw this again and again and became captivated with the neuroscience of story, of what happens in our bodies and brains when we're really seen and heard. So we're using this core functionality of helping people tell their stories with video, but now we're teaming it also with artificial intelligence and with psychologists to build out an app to help address mental health issues. So really at the core is, how do we use meaningful video storytelling to help companies advance their mission and help people actually even heal and grow on their journey? So how do we, just use this technology to solve big problems? So that's the journey we're on. I bet I'm out of time. Am I out of time? I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I will stop my share and take questions. Thank you guys for just giving space for that.